What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another week of Littleroot Lettering. So we are playing NG's Groudon team that he played in the World Cup this past week, the Team World Cup. I believe he said this was week 2, so it might have been 2 weeks ago now. I can't remember. But we have really interesting things going on here with Helping Hand, Tailwind, Suicune, but also we have Trick Room, Stack Attacker. So we can do either or. We have Volcarona here for Rage Fighter, so we can potentially get up either or. Rillaboom and Eliki are just mainstays on these kind of teams. Basically on a lot of teams right now in the format. And then of course we have Life Orb Groudon running it out. Team looks super great. I'm interested in playing with it and seeing what we can do with it this week. Have a more offensive variant of Volcarona. It feels like. It's probably a standard at this point, I think. Not having Quiver Dance or anything indicates this is just pretty standard. Wakanberry Suicune is really interesting because I feel like Rillaboom is more popular than Eliki. But I also feel like, I could be wrong, but I believe Suicune's defense is higher than its special defense. Let me confirm that before I just sit here and lie to you all. Suicune is 115 in both, actually. Interesting. Okay, so never mind. I was wrong. So, let's just get into it today, see what we can do. I've had a bevy of internet issues in the last week, and I tried to record this 3 times now, and my internet has died on me all 3 times before this. So, I'm really hoping that we can reliably stay up while I try to record this, because that would be ideal. So let's just see what we can do. Quick and painless today. What do we got, opponent? What do we got? Serena, Stack Attacker, Raichu, Kyogre, Shedinja, and Dracovish. Interesting. I like it a lot. The fact that they have Serena and Raichu means that they are really all in on this Kyogre. So I'm actually interested in doing... They have no, speed control outside of Stack Attacker, so I actually really like Suicune was Volcarona up front. With Groudon and... I think I like Eliki more. Maybe I want Stack Attacker just so we can I don't think Stack Attacker actually went that well here. Problem is if we lose Volcarona or Groudon, I feel like we were super dead to Shedinja, and I think I'm actually pretty okay with that. So let's do Eliki. Talked myself into it. I honestly think either could be correct here. Obviously, Eliki gets around Lightning Rod by having Electro Web, whereas Rillaboom just gets shut off by Serena, whereas we can just, go for, a U-turn into that slot on Switch In and do a pretty good chunk on the way in. This lead is really weak to Groudon from my opponent. I think they're just going to try to set up Tailwind. So I think my play, their Air Balloon, interesting. So I think I'm just going to Scald Stacka. I kind of want to just protect Volcarona. I could also just get a free switch into Groudon here. I have a feeling they're going to switch into Kyogre if I do that. I think staying in is actually fine. I'm just going to click Protect. They want to set up Trick Room. I'm kind of fine. Eerie Impulse, no Fake Out. Interesting. You just over half to Stack Attacker. That's good. They're just going to set up Trick Room. That's completely fine because now, we just get to deal with Stack Attacka, and then their form of speed control is done. Like, the rest of their team is fairly fast, so I'm pretty okay just staying in and going for just like, it's gonna be Rock Slide. Which I think Rock Slide would be pretty bad. So I think I'm gonna stay in. We'll stay in. We can live with Rock Slide, right? But I am going to go for a Struggle Bug, play around like potential Kyogre switch in. Volcarona, you're a disappointment. I'm actually not surprised we don't live that. I was hoping we would, but this gives us a free switch. They're going to get their Beast Boost into defense. Not going to do anything here for them. And they're actually Life Orb, too. No flinch because we can't, because we're Inner Focus. And Stack Attack is down. Cool. I wonder if this is just like Eerie Impulse into... It's going to be Nuzzle. Okay. Obviously, they are going to get this Para off, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. So I think the play now is I want to bring in Groudon and like try to stall out their remaining turns of Trick Room. They're going to bring out Serena. Well, that's fine. I have Icy Wind for that. I mean, Ice Beam for that, actually. I also have Heat Crash. They're probably going to switch into Kyogre if I had to bet. I think my play... I'm going to Scald the Raichu. And we will go for... a Precipice Blades this turn. Not going to KO the Serena, but we are... Yep, there's a switch. There's the Kyogre. Okay. Alright. Feeling okay. A burn here would be pretty decent. No burn. Okay. Power Whip into Groudon. That's a chunk, but we hold on. Precipice Blades connects on both. Really good damage there into Kyogre. And their lefty's Kyogre. Color me surprised. So I'm going to Ice Beam Serena. Do I care if rain is up? I think the answer is ultimately no. I do have speed on Groudon, so Kyogre could outspeed us. Or underspeed us. This is 2 more turns. Yeah, we'll protect this turn, I think. See if this is like a double up into the Groudon. Man, crit is still not enough to take out Serena. Calm Mind Kyogre. Oh, Lord. I need to keep Kyogre healthy then. Yeah, nice play here from our opponent. Correctly identifying who is their threat. I'm still curious their speed on Kyogre. But I mean, we are Focus Sash Eliki. Obviously, they have Raichu in the back, so we have to go for... Yeah, I think this is a play. I think Rock Slide actually would have been better, because if we are slower than Kyogre, we can potentially flinch. Plus, then we break Balloon on Raichu on the switch in. Because obviously they're switching Serena out here. There's no reason for them to stay in. They actually just like went all in on Kyogre here. Having Serena. They're actually just going to stay in. Well, that's probably going to be game unless they miss a Power Whip. they miss a Power Whip, we could be in this game. No, we can't. We can't. We literally can't hit Raichu. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Eliki just can't beat Raichu in that end game, so... Calm Mind Kyogre, guys. Calm Mind Trick Room Kyogre. Color me surprised. I think losing Volcarona there was probably bad. I actually think bringing Volcarona that game is pretty bad. Actually thinking about it in hindsight, I think Rillaboom probably would have been better than Volcarona. Stakataka doesn't land up particularly well. So yeah, I think our play is exactly Kyogre. I mean, is Rillaboom instead of Volcarona there, but well, we get another chance here at Kyogre. See, like, I like Volcarona here because they have 3 things that are weak to it. I think I'm gonna leave like Volcarona plus Eliki, like Suicune, and do I even want Groudon here? Like, Groudon looks pretty weak when they have Kyogre, Serena, Rillaboom, Weavile. I think this is just Rillaboom here. Like, Stakataka doesn't line up particularly well against Kyogre. Or Urshifu. And, like, both of their grass types can also hit it for a good chunk. Yeah, I think the play here is to leave Groudon at home. I just don't think it does enough. So, like, if they want to bring Kyogre, I'm pretty okay with that, to be honest with you. Like, obviously, them setting up Kyogre Drizzle is going to make Volcarona worse, but we have Struggle Bug for the, yeah, this is going to be Tornadus. Okay. I mean, I wonder how much Thunder does to Kyogre. Is it worth? I think it's just Protect plus Electro Web this turn. I am curious. I should probably know this off the top of my head. What is max speed Kyogre at plus, let's see, 156 times 2 times 2/3 is 207. So Eliki actually outspeeds it. So yeah, we'll go for an Electro Web. I think this is the correct play, and then next turn we can go for Struggle Bug. And they're going to set up Tailwind, not really surprised. This is going to be a big Water Spout. Yep, again, not really surprised. Eliki's going to go down to Sash. And now we get an Electro Web off, and now Eliki's going to be faster than them next turn. There were Con. Okay, we connect on both. I mean, we just casually do 50% to them. So the question is, Volcarona won't outspeed, right? There's no way Volcarona outspeeds. No, nowhere near it. So I think this turn I'm going to switch into Suicune here. I'm going to Volt Switch off of Tornadus. I think they switched Kyogre out. Yep. So if I can remove the Tornadus, then Eliki is going to be able to deal with them in the end game. Especially since we can potentially get a Tailwind up next turn. Okay. So we KO. And now we can... See, this is actually really unfortunate because this gives him a free switch in to Kyogre. And Rillaboom can't deal with Kyogre this turn, but we can actually live the hit from Kyogre because we're Assault Vest, so we can just go for a Wood Hammer into that slot. The downside is we have to be able to live a Wood Hammer, we have to be able to live a Triple Axle plus a Water Spout. I'm sure Rillaboom can do that, right? They're just going to bring out Urshifu. And it's Water Urshifu. I'm going to set Tailwind. I mean, that's where their Sash is. Like, that's 100% where their Sash is. So I actually think to play this turn... So I'm going to Ice Beam Serena. And I'm going to Wood Hammer the Urshifu. Okay, they protect. That's fine. That's also completely fine. So they're not Assault Vest Serena. Unfortunately, it's not a 2-hit KO. So, this is actually fine because U-turn plus Ice Beam will pick up the Serena this turn. And then that'll put Eliki back on the field for Urshifu and Kyogre. They're going to CC into Rillaboom. That does a solid chunk. Triple Axle might be able to KO, especially if they get 3 hits. Please stop. That's enough. I specifically said... Alright, well that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. The problem is they have Aqua Jet on this Urshifu. It's like they can... Okay, their Tailwind is gone. That's really good. So Eliki just can't actually deal with... Oh, we're in a pickle, guys. I need Flame Body to trigger, I think is like my out here. I think I need Flame Body to trigger. Last turn of Rain, last turn of Taunt. We'll Ice Beam the Serena, and we will... Could Heat Wave, but it's not going to do enough, so we'll just go for the Struggle Bug. Space around a potential switch out. And Grassy Glide does a solid chunk into Suicune. I think this is going to be another L. I really need this burn to trigger on the first hit. Holy cow. Please stop. Never lucky. Yep. Yep. Now we get the burn. Well, I think had we actually got the burn on the first one, I still don't think it matters because rain boosted Surging Strikes just does us so much. And unfortunately, we're still not able to deal with the Serena. Luckily, rain is over, but it's going to be Suicune versus... versus 2 water types here. The fact that they have double water types on this team is really confusing, especially since they have double grass type as well. And like Aqua Jet just picks up my Eliki. Like I can go for Electro Web here, but it's not going to do anything. That's not what I want. I do want to Ice Beam the Serena. Hope you click Surging Strikes or CC instead. Yep. Well... Like, Groudon wouldn't have done anything in this game. And the fact that we ran into double Kyogre with Serena is just so terrible for us. Like, that combination of Mons is just really tough for us because, like, we want to be able to deal with, like, Serena with Volcarona, but, like, the rain just... They're also Scarf. So, yeah, they would have outsped Eliki. Okay, they're not max speed, though. So they would have got to 300 speed. Which does outspeed Eliki. Citrus Berry, we saw. Salt Vest Rillaboom, not really surprised there. Wide Lens. This is where I actually expected their Sash to be. But, yeah, sure. Sure. Let's get one more in today, see if we can actually get on the scoreboard. Like, I mean, we've had fairly close games. It's just has not worked out in our favor today, unfortunately. Why is it when I'm playing Groudon, I run into triple Kyogre, guys? Well. What have we here? Luckily, there's no Serena, so, like, that's a plus, I guess. I think I like Eliki. I think I like Rillaboom up front. I don't really like Groudon just because they have Entei and Landorus and Urshifu, so I think once again it's staying home. I don't like Sakataka. I really don't like Volcarona here either. It just does not do anything to their team. So I think it has to be Groudon. Sure. I don't feel great about this. At least it's not Dynamax Kingdra, so we can actually, like, do decent damage to it. The fact that they have double water type here is really bad for Volcarona. So it's just like, I don't think you can reasonably bring it to this game. If they lead Kyogre, if they lead Torn Ogre, do I switch Groudon in? It's going to be a super effective Water Spout from full HP. Unless I switch in for Eliki. But, like, I also want to get an Electro Web off into them, but I think switching Eliki out is probably fine. It's going to be Entei plus Landorus. Okay. I mean, I feel okay about this. The fact that their check to Eliki is on the field is actually pretty decent for us. I think I'm going to Volt Switch off the Entei. I don't think Eliki actually likes staying in here. I kind of want to just Woodhammer into the Landorus just to see how much this does. Let's ship it. It's a decent amount of damage. I think that's a Salt Vest. So we'll switch into Suicune here. So we can potentially set a Tailwind this turn. Earth Power. That still does a lot. Let me Sacred Fire into my Monkey, which is actually just enough to KO. Oh, Rillaboom, you haven't done anything for us. Well, I mean, luckily, Suicune lines up pretty okay against both of their Mons here. We can bring out Groudon. This is going to bait them into bringing in Kyogre, I'm assuming. Like, that's my initial thought. Probably over Entei. So I think the play is just set Tailwind and Rock Slide. If they have like Grass Knot here on Landers, I'm going to be very sad. And it's just going to be another Earth Power. And they actually stay in. Sacred Fire into Groudon. No burn. Come on, game. You're killing me. How is Suicune the slowest thing on the field right now? Alright, well I think this is fine because we can go for Ice Beam into Landorus and we can Precipice Blades and that'll pick up the KO on Entei. Like, unfortunately, Groudon is just extremely dead now. It is dead weight to us, unfortunately. Single target Precipice Blades has to be enough to KO. Like, seeing how much Rock Slide did there. We just got to hit. We just have to hit. That's all we're asking for. They protect with Landorus. This is actually really bad for us. I wonder if protect with Groudon there is just better. Then we don't take a Sacred Fire. And we can really threaten them this turn. But like Kyogre doesn't want to switch in on our Precipice Blades. I'm an idiot. Suicune is slower. I literally just saw this last turn. It doesn't matter. We have plot armor, so we just crit. Alright, we pick up the double. That's really good. I don't think either of those crits this turn mattered. The crit on Entei might have. The question is, do they have Kyogre here in the back? And if so, what is it paired with? More importantly, can Eliki win this game basically by itself? It is going to be Kyogre. Luckily, we don't need the Sun. Like, we can just go for Precipice Blades, and it's going to be Kingdra. That is probably the worst possible thing we could have seen come in. Is preserving Groudon worth it here? I actually think the answer is yes. There's no way. There is no way Groudon outspeeds Kingdra. There's no way. So I had to be able to take rid of the take away the weather here. Yeah, they're just gonna double into Eliki. Freeze? Holy cow! Okay. Like, we're losing Eliki in the face of Kyogre. Luckily, Suicune holds on. Maybe we can just freeze them. Like, obviously, the big thing now is we had to deal with Kyogre. Is Helping Hand, Precipice Blades... There's no way that's enough, right? The fact that they answered both of our answers to Kyogre really early... Well, the fact that we lost Rillaboom basically for nothing is terrible for us. We should have just gone for a fake out on turn 1, I think. But, like, I think... I expected to protect from the Landorus, to be honest with you. I'm going to click Helping Hand. Do I go for Precipice Blades, or do I go for Rock Slide and try to flinch? This is just... I don't know. I don't think we're winning this game. like that we're not. And I miss the Kyogre. And of course they hit. Oh man! The one time we play Groudon, we run into triple Kyogre, guys. Alright, our out here is just to have them be frozen forever. And eventually we win. There's no way we win this. Maybe we freeze the Kyogre. We can't. It's in Sun. Got him. Oh no! Well, today was a day. Today was a day. I have no idea how we beat Kyogre. Like, it just comes down to preserving Rillaboom and Eliki, I think, and I just did not do that in any game today. I legitimately expected a protect from the Landorus, but even if they protect, they're like, Woodhammer doesn't make a better play. I don't see any situation where staying in with Rillaboom there is the correct play. But like, what's the play then? Do I guess the play is to switch into Suicune there and just stay in and can we just Thunder the... if we Thunderbolt the Entei, based on how much Volt Switch did, there's a chance we two-shot it. Suicune then comes in. We protect plus Ice Beam the Landorus. And then we can Thunderbolt down the Entei. And like, we never had to show Groudon, and we preserve Rillaboom until they have like Kyogre locked in on the field. Like, at that point, we don't care about speed priority. Like, we don't worry about Tailwind because like our two Mons are just going to be able to answer theirs. But let's throw this rental code up, guys. Make sure you pick it up while it's available. Just watch out for Kyogre. That's all you have to do. Seems really interesting. It's really well put together as well. It's just, I have played like a dunce today, so make sure you pick it up while it's available, everyone. NG, thank you so much for sending this in, my dude. Hopefully we play a little better the rest of the week and dodge some Kyogres and hit some Zacians instead. So, that is going to do it, everyone. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later this week. Have a good one. Peace.